Hi everybody, and welcome to Brick in the Block. Hope you're having a happy day. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 25 Disney CMF figures that we should see in a Wave 3 or Wave 4 of a Disney CMF line. Is there a rumor of a Disney CMF line? No. However, after the Disney Beauty and the Beast castle reveal, I started thinking about what minifigures we've seen and which we haven't. I made a pretty comprehensive chart, and so I put together my thoughts of 25 figures that I think of as essential and that we really should see sooner rather than later from Disney. So that's what we'll be looking at today. So, at number one, and again, not in any kind of order, but at number one, we have Mother Gothel. We already have her in a mini doll form. We already have Flynn Rider and Rapunzel in minifigure form. It's a beloved character. She's awesome. She's so funny. I think it's just a slam dunk that needs to be in minifigure form. At number two, we have the Blue Fairy. Similar to Mother Gothel, it's another minifigure that would round out the main characters for her respective movie. So I think that would be great to have. And I think we already have the wings from Tinkerbell, just we need those in trans blue instead of trans green. And then, yeah, just let's do it. But it's a great character that I'd love to see represented in a minifigure. Number three, we have Mirabelle from Encanto. I can't believe we got a Bruno minifigure before we got a Mirabelle. I'm not complaining, I love Bruno, even though we don't talk about him. But Mirabelle is the protagonist of the story. She's great, and we definitely need to see her in minifigure form. Now that Lord of the Rings Bag End is revealed, they have a very interesting new skirt piece, and I'd love to see that used for Mirabelle. At number four, we have Tarzan. I think that would be a really interesting choice to see represented in minifigure form. Give Tarzan a little love. I can already see which hairpiece they would use for him. And that leads to number five. If we're doing Tarzan, we got to do Jane Porter as well. And yeah, I think that would be a great translation to minifigure form for her as well. At number six, we have Kristoff from Frozen. We already have Anna and Elsa, and Kristoff has more than earned his place in minifigure form. It's one of the biggest franchises in movie history. He has a mini doll, and he's the leading man of both films, and yeah, he's earned his place. Let's get him a minifigure. At number seven, we have a live-action Disney person, and that's Mary Poppins. Come on, she's an icon. It would be so cool, the accessories that you could get with her, the carpet bag, the parrot umbrella, etc. So, and it's Julie Andrews. Also, the caveat to this is there is a Lego idea set right now that's brilliant, and it's Mary Poppins based. So if that goes through, then we wouldn't need her in a CMF line. So go and support that set because it's absolutely beautiful. I'll link it in the show notes below. Now, at number 8, we have the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. I think from the Alice in Wonderland figures we have so far, he's sorely missed. And yeah, he's late. He's late for a very important date, and that's being a minifigure. So, come on, we gotta get him. Obviously, he'd have a timepiece as an accessory. I'd love to see it. And then at number 9, the Mad Hatter, for the same reasons. He's very sorely missed. And yeah, we gotta have him. I can see teapots and teacups and stuff as his accessories. Number 10 is one of the Pixar inspired picks for this list, and that's Darla from Finding Nemo. and that's why she made the list, is it's not really a traditional Pixar choice. Um, I think it'd be so fun to get her. I'm picturing the brown bag that's usually used as a treasure bag in the castle, um, done in like a clear translucent, with a fish print on it. I think that would just be a lot of fun. So I'd love to see her. At number 11, we have the fairy godmother from Cinderella. Iconic. I'd love to see her as a minifigure. She has an excellent mini doll, one of my favorite mini dolls, actually. But I think she's more than earned her place to get a minifigure. Um, and we got the Cinderella Castle in 2023. And my hot take is, if they, now that they're doing like the individual princess releases each year, like Cinderella, or Snow White got her cottage last year, and now we got Belle's Castle. I wish with Cinderella they had kept it Cinderella themed, and not gotten us all the other couples, but really kept it in the world of Cinderella. So we could have gotten the fairy godmother, Lady Tremaine, the stepsisters, etc., all in that world at that time. But since we didn't, I would have loved to. I think we absolutely need to get a fairy godmother minifig. My number 12 pick, which is Lady Tremaine from Cinderella. I think her villainy would just translate so well into minifig form, and obviously her accessory has to be Lucifer, obviously. Um, and again, if they had done a Cinderella-centric set with the Cinderella's castle, I think she would have been in it, but since not, we got to get her. At number 13, I want to see Maid Marian. I want to see her a lot. We have Robin Hood, we have the Sheriff of Nottingham, and I think she would round out that trio quite nicely. Would love to see her. At number 14, someone who would get us one princess closer to having all the princesses, Merida from Brave. I think it's past time that we get her. We have mini doll of her, but yeah, she's absolutely earned her spot as a minifigure, so let's get her. Number 15 and number 16 both come from Atlantis, and I think Disney would be surprised how well received some Atlantis love would be. They have Milo and Kida. So yeah, Milo's awesome, and Kida is technically another princess, so it would be great to have in minifigure form. I think both of them are excellent uses of a CMF character line, because they're beloved, but maybe not ever going to get full sets. And number 17 and 18, again, beloved characters, but I don't see them releasing sets for them anytime soon. At 17, it's Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Obviously, her accessory would be the goat, which would be great. And given that they just released the Notre Dame castle in architecture, even though it's not minifigure scale, now's the time. And then at 18, we have Quasimodo, and for the same reasons, it would be a great minifigure to have. They had the new gargoyle pieces that were included in Malfoy Manor. They could give him 3 of those as an accessory. Yeah, I would love to see those too. I would love a whole Hunchback of Notre Dame set, but that's another story for another day. And I don't think that would ever happen while Notre Dame is on shelves. So I will take what I can get if it's in a CMF line. At number 19, we have someone who's frustrated me since the Royal Clamshell debacle, and that's Prince Eric. I don't understand why he wasn't included in that. I mean, I do, but I don't. But it's beyond time that we get a minifigure version of Prince Eric. animated Triton 2 while we're at it, but at least Prince Eric, because we have the live action Triton to hold us over. Um, so yeah, we need a Prince Eric. It's just getting ridiculous. Um, so yeah, let's make it happen. He's absolutely gotta happen. Number 20 and 21 are going to be controversial, and it's a hot take, and it's only in here on technicality, and I'm aware they would never actually make it into a CMF line, but I do think Disney, since they own this property, needs to do something with this property, and that's Anastasia. And I don't think it would actually make it into the Disney CMF line, but I would love to see them do something with this where they made sets out of it or a set out of it. But I would love to see Anastasia and Dimitri, and that's my 20 and 21st picks. But technically Anastasia owns this, and so technically she's a Disney princess, and so technically let's market her and let's get her a Lego set. It's such a great movie. It's one of my favorites. I love them, so please don't hate me for putting them on this list, but I had to put them on for my own little 1997 heart. Number 22, the second I saw the images of the Beauty and the Beast castle, I began my campaign for this minifigure, and it's Blue Dress Belle. As soon as I saw she wasn't included, I've launched this campaign and I've been talking about it a lot. But we need Belle in the blue dress, whether it's in a CMF line or in a Belle's Cottage set, as I've talked about in other videos. However we get her, I don't care. We need a Blue Dress Belle minifigure. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. It's a deal breaker for me, Lego. It's a deal breaker. It's just such an iconic dress. And now that now that Bag End, we've seen the first picture, we haven't seen the rest of the pictures, and we haven't gotten the sets yet. But there's a new skirt in that set that I'm very curious about if that could work for a Blue Dress Belle. So, as of recording, I don't know, but I'll report back when we have more information on that. 23 might be controversial as well, but I think these are the kind of picks that could really invigorate the CMF Disney line in a new and fun way. It's Hannah Montana. So she's an icon of Disney, and if you were around in a certain age, you could not escape Hannah Montana. And Miley Cyrus is still huge, and I think there's absolutely no reason why we couldn't have a Hannah Montana minifigure, and I'm picturing double-sided face, obviously, and then two hair pieces so you can switch the wigs and stuff, and get the best of both worlds. Thank you. But she's iconic, she's nostalgic. I think it hits all the buttons you need to hit. At 24, we have Rafiki from The Lion King. I think it's the only Lion King that could actually translate into minifigure form, and I think it would be great. He's an icon. And at number 25, last but never ever least, is Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove. She's an icon. I think a lot of people would be very excited by this minifigure. Yeah, I think it would just be out of this world. So anyway, those are 25 Disney minifigures that I think would absolutely should be in consideration for a fourth Disney CMF line. Again, there's no rumor of a Disney CMF line. I don't know when or if one will happen, but when and if one does happen, I hope they do consider all these. And I hope some of them make it. But even more fervently, I hope that some of these make their way into sets beforehand. Yeah, so thanks for joining us today. We have more Lego Disney content on its way. That's kind of the theme of the week, is Lego Disney. So stay tuned to hear thoughts on what could be in store next week or next year in the Beauty and the Beast castle slot, and what should be, could, and should. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please like, share, and comment below, and remember to subscribe and turn on notifications